So for those of you who missed it, we had our Anime Evo VOD uploaded recently, so that's pretty exciting. So tonight, as you can see, we've got these 8 players. We've got Sonny and Hubstyle. Sonny coming from playing and winning the Sharp Reload tournament. Hubstyle, PunchyPunch. PunchyPunch's new. I don't think I've ever seen them enter, unless they're using a different name. We've got Turbo Dave, Krakhan, another top player. Krakhan got 3rd place at the Anime Evo Plus R tournament. I've got Jimbo. Jimbo's a very good player. Got Jake and Sweet Makuto. Sweet Makuto's pretty new, but I saw them enter at the Anime Evo tournament. It's gonna be pretty exciting to see new players kind of getting back into all of this. So let's go ahead and get started once these guys are ready. We've got Sonny and Hubstyle here, both really good players. Let me fix the chat box here. Looks like that's a little off. There we go. Alright, so Hubstyle picking Axel. Sonny playing as Venom. Sonny's been practicing more and more Venom. You see him actually play a lot of different characters recently. We've seen him play Potemkin. We've seen him, like you're seeing Venom here. His main is Eddie. I guess he's holding off and playing Eddie this time. Nice fake out there. Doing the cancel from the charge ball and then running up into a command grab, or regular throw. You can see Sonny has full meter right now. Hubstyle really stuck. Sonny taking a very clean victory on game 1. We changed the names on here. Clearly it's not DQRF and Allegaria, it's from my last stream I had last night. Like, give me a sec to change those names. You can see Hubstyle, who's on the right, really trying to just get a little bit more in there. You know, he has to stay at that range because he's Axel, and that's kind of how you play, but Sonny's Venom is just dominating him from those other ranges. It's just not letting Axel get to his optimum play spot. There we go. Correcting the names right there for you. Nice hit. Sonny looks like he's going to take a pretty clean victory, just needs one more confirm here. Nice hit there. Sonny's taking the first game. Sonny has to keep with Venom. If you pick a character, you cannot change until you've lost. So you'll notice online, we only really play on 3 different stages, the majority of them being Zep. People prefer Zep more than almost any other stage. Mostly because of lag reasons. The other stages kind of lag a little bit more. There is a sort of lag stage tier list that they made in the Discord. You can look at that. But we essentially kind of only allow 3 stages online during these tournaments. And that's Castle, Zep, and also Fresco, which is half a stage. Interestingly enough, Frasco is actually a banned stage on local tournaments, things at like majors and stuff like that, because it is a stage that's known to crash. But the PC version, they fixed that, they just never did an update to the PS3 version. And really keeping him in the corner. The health lead is a little bit more askew this time than it was last time. Axel's really got to hit those faultless defenses on those balls. They do a lot of chip damage. Good block so far. You see how much chip damage he's taking just from that one ball. It really is something you have to faultless defense over and over, otherwise it's just going to chip you away. Nice run up throw. We saw it coming. Hubstyle hit 2H, which was not a good move for that. Wasn't able to get around the throw. Nice hits. Oh, bad burst, and that's going to be it. Sonny's going to take him right here. Oh, maybe not. Hubstyle's fighting a little bit back. He's got nearly full meter. 5H didn't work out as he'd hoped, and Sonny ends up taking it 2-0. Just update the brackets here. Next match is going to be Krakhan versus Jimbo. Let me just get the match set up. Give me one moment here. Okay, so next up we're going to have Krakhan versus Jimbo. Let me just cue this up. I got to join their room. So what's really cool about this is when they create the rooms themselves, it really helps the connection stability. So I have them make the rooms and I join in. This is pretty much the only version where we can actually do this sort of spectator. So because of that, we can get things set up right. Alright, we've got Jimbo and Krakhan, both very high-level players. You see both of them getting pretty far in a lot of these tournaments. Krakhan got 3rd place at Anime Evo. Jimbo, I think, got... No, he didn't get 4th place. He got really high at the Reload tournament. That's what I'm thinking of. Enrique got 4th place at the Anime Evo tournament. Lots of backdashes right at the beginning with Jimbo. That's something you'll see, too. Robokai, one of the 2 characters that has a delayed wake-up. Very important match or setup in this game. Kind of a unique thing with this game is that there's all sorts of different wake-up timing with different characters. They pretty much all have different ones. Some of them just happen to match, but it's more of just they were created different frame rate or different frame wake-up times. So if you're learning to get like a perfect final frame meaty, you really have to practice against every character. And even then, against Robokai and against Bridget, it's not going to help too much. Look at that damage from those bombs and all those items Krakhan's doing. Really keeping Jimbo stuck in the corner. Nice attack there from Jimbo, getting in there. Good hits. Nice. You see Krakhan now has lost all of his meter. Jimbo absorbed all of it during that command grab. Good backdashes. Jimbo just got hit right at the last second there. Oh, couldn't block the 6H. Oh. So Faust 6H, it's kind of a meme as far as things are concerned. It's a 26 frame overhead, and nobody can block it. We don't know why. Like one of the slowest overheads, and just oh yeah, no problem. So you're gonna work all the time. So look at those meteors. Oh, I didn't even notice them myself. Krakhan getting in there, final hit, and a mini pot right at the end. The Krakhan taking the first game. Let's see if Jimbo can come back at all. Still picking Frasco. I always love seeing this stage because we don't get to see it that often in majors. Just because when you're there locally, you can't choose a stage, like I was saying. So Faust's biggest, like strength really is that he's got fast moves, yet also long range for their speed. So things like Jump H, really tough to deal with, just because it covers such a great distance. You kind of have to assume he's going to do it at any point in order to really go around him. Look at that combo extension from the mini Faust. Very awesome. Oh, he did a Roman cancel into another 6H, but did not connect. Still, Jimbo's really on the ropes, getting close to dizzied even too, which is a pretty rare sight for Robokai. Krakhan really playing aggressively, not letting Jimbo get an inch. Didn't quite get the combo extension with Mini Faust this time, but good command grab. Krakhan's still at full health. And Jimbo doesn't have any meter. It's going to be very hard for Jimbo to get out this way. He does have his burst available, but... Nice block. That did a lot of chip damage. If you block bomb without flawless defending, you can deal a ton of chip damage, but you can't die... well, you could die that way. I don't know what I was saying. Krakhan ends up taking it 2-0. I know this isn't like all these other modern fighting games where you can't die through chip damage. You can die through chip damage. I don't know what I was saying there.
You were play melting us.
Let's go back to the brackets. We'll take a look at this, update the scores. Krakhan ended up winning against Jimbo 2-0. And give me one moment here, guys. I'm going to call out their matches, and then we're going to get started with the rest of it here. Alright, and here we go. We're starting with the next one. It's going to be Sonny versus PunchyPunch. Oh, PunchyPunch is... is that Khalib or Caleb? So we'll see. Let me make sure I switch this back so you guys can see it. So we've got Caleb on the right. He's listed as PunchyPunch, both here and on Discord. I'm going to call him PunchyPunch for now. Sonny picking Axel. Pretty interesting. I don't think I've seen his Axel before. Caleb did win his first round match. That one was off stream. And that was against Turbo Dave. So this is him kind of getting in there in round 2 against Sonny. Sonny is like regularly the #1 player to beat. Him and RS and Hano, but neither RS or Hano are here. So Sonny's going to be like the major one to fight here. But Sonny's pulling a Hano also. He's picking a whole bunch of different alts. Just to kind of get used to him. Nice 6H counter hit. Oh, Geki just absorbed Kai's projectile. I forgot I had that property. I don't see that at all as Biken, because I don't have to deal with projectiles myself. Nice hit there. Vacuuming him in. Oh, good burst, just to keep the distance. But Caleb not able to really utilize it. Sonny definitely having the advantage here. Taking the first game 1-0. Let's see if PunchyPunch can do a comeback here. You know, there's a regular joke that was posted about Axel, where it's like, Axel, okay, I'm winning by just staying in the back and poking really far this whole time. And the opponent is just not able to get in at all. I think I'm going to run up and attack them close, and then they lose. It's like, why did I lose? Well, it's... Gotta play Axel like your Axel, right?
Wow, my really effective zoning strategy is still working. I'm gonna ID in and see what happens.
Exactly. Exactly.
I don't know if
they can hear you.
Oh, okay.
Good blocks. Sonny really dealing with those. He's not falling for those overheads online. Sonny is like the premier online warrior for Guilty Gear. Since this game came out on like Xbox, he's been playing it online like crazy. If you're interested in seeing Sonny playing his Eddie, he actually has a really cool Kumite we did from EVO 2018, which was an absolute blast. A Kumite is when we get just everybody we can possibly get into a hotel room and just dogpile them on and just keep making them play. So you have players having to play for like 3 hours against just every opponent we can bring in. And Sonny was a champ. It was an absolute blast playing with him. Interesting thing about that video too is you get kind of an example of what it's like, because we didn't record them through direct feed. We did it over the phone, which means you actually get to hear like the room and how we're acting, and we're all cheering and and stuff like that. It was great. Sonny really having the advantage. Caleb just not able to get in there at all. Almost looked like he gave up at the end there. Sonny winning with a 2-0. Go back to this. Sonny's going to be going to winners finals. So now we're going to be pulling up the next match here. Krakhan versus Jake. And let me just pull up their room here. Just give me one moment. So Krakhan, of course, picking his Faust. Jeiku is a Robokai player. Let's see how they do. So Faust, you know, he's like I said, he's got a lot of very fast moves. He has a lot of good options on round start that a lot of characters just can't beat because of that range. Ooh, nice knee missile. I always love seeing that when the opponent jumps in the air really high and there's just a knee missile coming right from the ground. Oh, we got that poison. I don't know how you poison Robo-Kai, but it worked. Jeiku does have, well, he had full meter. He'll use that super. Nice 5D. Let's give him the raw D there. That's what it is. When you're not even doing it in the middle of a combo string, you just run up and 5D him. That's the raw D. But Krakhan takes the first one. Oh, that was a weird interaction there. Got just a little mini Faust coming up. Nice 5Ks. Man, I hate that move against from Robo-Kai. This 5K. I mean, Kai has it too, but Kai isn't really Robo-Kai. You don't have to deal with a lot of stuff. Using exhaust just before he explodes. Still keeping that really high damage, extra effects there from high heat. Jeiku really at the advantage here, just about to take this. There we go. Now 1-1 for the rounds. Got a mini pot in play. Krakhan's really going to utilize that, try and stay as close to that mini pot as possible. But they switch sides, so he's able to get out of it. Nice hits there. Jeiku's still having perfect health. Maybe not anymore. Ouch, those bombs deal so much damage. That super's going to be a good job there. Jake really putting on the pressure against Krakhan. Jump H, man. Faust Jump H is so good. What a great button. But Jake ends up taking the first game, 1-0. Let's see if Krakhan can come back here. Okay, both of them backdashing round start. So there's a couple interactions that you'll see. We've already seen both of them actually being used. Robo-Kai deals damage to himself when he overheats and hits 100%, but that damage that he deals to himself will never kill him. It'll always bring him down to 1 hit point. Oh, he didn't block that bomb and got dizzied. Oh my god. What a conversion. I don't know how that happened. Did he get crossed up right before the bomb or something like that? Wow. Just so much damage. And that's something too, you see those bombs, you have to faultless defense. Chip damage is insane. So, meteors hit him, but it could have been a lot worse with those meteor combinations, because they're a little bit random on how they show up, so he only got hit by 2 meteors. So as I was saying, the other sort of interaction we were seeing earlier was poison. And poison also cannot kill an opponent. It'll bring them down to 1 hit point. Oh, nice knee missiles. Overheated again. Man, Jake is not watching his overheat meter. Now he's at 0% heat. He was just really cautious about that, doing a whole bunch of 6Hs, getting rid of that heat. Krakhan coming back with 1-1 now. Let's see who's going to take this. Both of them sticking with their main characters, Faust versus Robo-Kai. See Jake playing very cautiously this time. Keeping his distance, using a lot of projectiles, trying to gain some meter with those mats. Oh, another counter hit. Oh man, that's not a good spot to burst, but not punished. He was able to hit Mini Robo in the air. I guess right as it was hitting his 6H. That was pretty interesting. Jake really not wanting to blow himself up. He did that 3 times last game. So he's just, you see him bringing himself down to 0 heat. Not a good play to play at. You definitely want to try and play towards a higher heat value. Yeah, this is a desync. They're going to replay this game. Unless I desynced from them as spectating. We'll see. Yeah, so I think what happened is it's a desync for me. This happens online sometimes with the Switch version. They're still playing, but we don't know the results yet. So we'll see how that goes about once they tell me who wins. In the meantime, let's take a look back at our brackets and we'll pull up the next game. Next game is going to be Dr. Jimbo versus PunchyPunch. So these are the rest of the losers matches. There's 2 more. And then after this, we're going to start top 4. How's it going, Hano? Things have been going pretty well for our stream stuff. I mean, I just put up the Anime Evo videos today, so people are excited to see those. We had a really great stream last night with Jason D, and we had a lot of exhibitions too, so I'm excited for all that. So whoever wins this gets to make top 4, so we'll see who makes it. We've got Jimbo versus Caleb. Now, I don't think this is Khalib, like the Sharp Reload player. But he goes by PunchyPunch, both on Discord and online, so we'll see. So, the reason why we're playing on Switch is because it has the best online net play. It has spectator mode, and it has lobbies. None of the other versions have that. You saw him right there. Khalib just barely missed that little cluster missile. So, really good job pushing him forward on that. So we pretty much have to play on Switch, but Switch is the best net play anyway, so that's kind of what we want to do. As far as how the Switch plays offline, it plays pretty much identical. There's no real difference. There's a tiny bit of censoring that goes on in some of the sprites, but other than that, it's not even noticeable. Like, you have to point it out to certain people. And we reset the scores here if we have to do that. Here we go. Yeah, they haven't updated the Steam version in a long time. So Jimbo, you see, is really high heat. That's exactly where he wants to be. Not too high, and also, you know, kind of teetering back and forth between that that exhaust with his 6H, and also just around 80%. Nice comeback, or nice punish there. Could have punished a little bit harder on that. I've seen people do that where you you like instant block the last hit of Ride the Lightning and you're able to punish it a lot harder. So Jimbo taking the first game. Let's see if PunchyPunch can come back here. So none of the versions of Plus R have rollback. They are working on a rollback mod for the Steam version, but that's not out yet. If you're interested in seeing their progress, you can join the Discord. We got a channel for it, and there's a GitHub page for it too. It is in the works. I mean, they have the MIT license, so we're able to kind of use that for it. Nice hits with those clusters. You can see Jimbo still barely having any heat, so he's not worrying about that yet. Not able to block those online greed severs. Nice, getting some more meter. So you can see they're playing on a stage that's not really net play approved. It's lagging a tiny bit here. But I think that's something that just or PunchyPunch doesn't really know about. Jimbo does seem to have the pretty big upper hand here. Pretty neat. I don't think I've seen that before, using 2D to slide underneath one of those longer missiles that the Robokai has. Gonna blow up. Oh no, Jimbo doing it just in time. Oh, and popping off a bit there with an instant kill mode. Jimbo really trying to apply the pressure here in the corner. Kai does have a burst. Oh, but that burst didn't work out. Good blocks there. Still got hit with the Greed Sever, though. Jimbo exploding himself with that heat. You can see they're kind of trading a lot there. The floppy missile, everyone forgets about that. When he has no meter, it's going to use the, like, depowered moves of some of those. Including the floppy missile. Blade wake up. Gonna blow up right there. Does a little bit of damage to himself. Oh, PunchyPunch trying to do 5D on him, but just it's too slow. Got hit in the middle of it. That's gonna hurt. Oh, that's gonna help PunchyPunch there. A DP couldn't get a follow-up to kill. Didn't follow his defense the missile, so Jimbo's gonna take that from chip damage. 2-0. Take a look back at our brackets here. See where we're at. That was Jimbo winning 2-0. Next match we're going to have is going to be Jeiku versus Hubstyle. So let me join their room real quick. Give me one moment, guys. So yeah, you were asking about converters and things like that. I wouldn't recommend getting a Switch stick. Instead, there's converters out there. Brook makes a whole bunch of different types of converters. That's what I use. I think it's $40 for a good converter, and it's got very minimal lag as well. So that's definitely the way to go. We don't really use those for like majors, like if we're going to a like an actual event. Not that those exist right now because of COVID, but essentially that's what we do. We usually do PS3 as the tournament standard version. Either version would work. It's just kind of a little bit more inconvenient to run stuff on Switch, I think. Just because you have to plug it onto the left. People could just swipe the Switch really easily. Like all sorts of stuff. So it's kind of more PS3 is what we tend to do. Alright, we've got Hubstyle and Jeiku. Whoever makes this ends up going into top 4. We have no idea about PS5 sticks. The problem with PS5 is there's one USB port, which is gonna suck. So we'll figure out how that works out. But we'll get to that bridge when we get there. The Hubstyle picking his Axle from earlier, and Jeiku keeping up with his Robokai. So Jeiku's pretty high heat. He might explode himself, get a combo extension maybe? Oh, not quite. That's always a risk. Throw is a really damn good reversal in this game. It's always 0 frames on your wake up, so you can beat anything your opponent does if they're close enough, and it's also a throw vulnerable move. So pretty much you think of that as like a meaty. Any meaty you do can be beaten by throw if you're close enough. You gotta be very careful about it and plan accordingly. And Jeiku ends up taking that first one. Jeiku's still at, not perfect anymore, but he was at good health. Oh, couldn't punish the DP just because he blocked as a false defense, so it got too far away. Not sure I agree with that burst, but it knocked Hubstyle over to the corner. Nice combo. I love seeing those where you're doing those missiles in the air on the way back down. Great combo from Jeiku. Jeiku still has full meter. He can do that reversal super, which will kill Hubstyle for sure if it connects. Oh no! 3K knocked him out of the other one, the punch super. They're both tied for rounds, 1-1 now. You see a little bit of the lag spike going on there. But Jeiku's still applying that pressure, got him with a D, but got a good burst out of that. I've never really agreed with bursts on dust combos. They scale so heavily, it feels like you want to save them for something else unless it's going to kill you. Same goes for throw combos, because throws are scaled so heavily. See him kind of trading a little bit there. Good hit, stuck in a corner. Jeiku's doesn't have that much meter to work with. He's still working on it against Axel, and that's a first kill against Jeiku, or against Hubstyle. Jeiku winning so far 1-0. Waiting for Hubstyle to confirm here. Okay, round start, going with that 6P. Jeiku fighting strong. Sitting on his mat, but not really, didn't seem like he was in the right spot. He only got one tick off on his meter there. 50% though. Robokai really has to focus on his meter, because everything, all the special moves end up using one of those ticks. So I don't know if you could catch what was happening there. They clashed twice. But it was both of them were a DP from Robokai. Clash, and then an attack. That was pretty hilarious. You can see here, Jake is going to explode. Yep. Got it. You got to check that out. So one really cool tech. I've never seen anybody like actually utilize it or think about it too often. But you can slash back your own explosion if you see it coming. It is possible to do. But I mean, I've never seen anybody really do it in an actual match. Because the 6H exhaustion, or the exhaust port, whatever that is, that has some startup, and so if it's too fast, you're gonna explode too soon. Flashback is just, you know, something you could do instantly. Take care. I don't know how useful it is, but I'd love to see more of that being used. Oh, good block there from Hubstyle on that burst. Getting just out of range of super. There we go. Good super there. And Hubstyle taking another game back here. It's not rollback. You might see some lags, yeah, but there's not going to be a rollback. There's no rollback on Switch, believe me. If there was, it'd be a massive announcement. Oh, not able to apply that pressure after the 3P, I think is what it is. Jeiku was able to get in there and attack. Nice hits there. Look at that FRC! Nice stuff from Hubstyle. Nice explosions. When you've got that high of heat, you're going to deal a lot of really cool confirms. Jeiku just needs a little bit more. There we go. Jeiku ends up taking it 2-0. Go back to our brackets here. We'll update this. Jeiku winning 2-0 against Hubstyle.